Hey everybody, Charlie here. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to Charlienoseikatsu. It's been a long time. I think it's been, it's got to be, just about 6 weeks since I've put up like a normal style video, I guess, on the channel. We did have that live stream last week with El Kamedo talking about the dark sides of being a fan of Japanese pop culture. So if you haven't seen that, be sure to check it out. It would have been just about 6 weeks ago now that I announced on the channel that I was taking a break. And I announced not the death, but the limiting of 1 cup a year on the channel, and that I never really thought too far ahead about what YouTube was really going to mean for me once I found any measure of success, right, relative though that may be. And so now that the channel, I think we're nearing 1,500 subscribers on the channel, and as I've said countless times, I'm really thankful for all of you who come here to watch my videos, and yeah, every single one of the subscribers who've made the channel something much bigger than I ever thought it could be. But in that process, ultimately, when I decided to take the break, I came to feel like I was making videos out of obligation, not because I wanted to anymore. And to be honest, for the first couple weeks that I was on my break, I didn't feel any want to make any videos. And so I thought, well, maybe that means that this is over, that I'm not coming back at all, right? But no, sure enough, about 4 weeks into the process of taking the break, I was like, oh man, I've got an idea for a video. I can make it funny, and I can kind of get back to the way I want to be making videos. And the most important part of that sentence is the way I want to be making videos. I'm not willing to just do it because I feel like I have to do it anymore. I'm not willing to do it. I've decided I have to take the same kind of stance with the YouTube channel that I take with my writing. I write the way that I want to write, and hope that people will appreciate my style enough to want to read my work, right? And it has to be the same thing for my videos, otherwise I'm going to go crazy, and another couple months from now I'm going to need another long break. So it's pointless and it's stupid. And the videos that I want to make, if I make those, I think undoubtedly you guys are going to want to see them. And that's something I guess I stopped thinking about too, is that a lot of times the videos that I really had a lot of fun making, not always, but a lot of times the videos that I had a lot of fun making where I was just being really kind of crazy, like the toilet video I made way back when, or like the Fukui dialect video that I made a couple months ago. You guys really liked that, and those videos were fun for me. They were unique videos, I think, right? They were a fun approach to talking about really, I guess, ultimately common kind of subjects that you could come across here in the J-vlogging community. So I want to put my best foot forward, and I want to make videos I want to make that I know I would want to watch, that I would get a kick out of watching, and hopefully you guys will do the same. Now, the other part of this is that, like I said, I wasn't sure. I was starting to connect more with different parts of the community, and finding that there's an ugliness to some people that I didn't realize was there, and I don't want to get into it because this is never going to be. I'm never going to put drama on this channel, and I think I started to veer away from it on Twitter a little bit too, getting to little spats and stuff like that. But I want to get back to how I felt the channel always should be, which is sort of avoiding any of those issues. There has to be a difference between public and private life, I think. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that was another thing I needed to decide, is that was I okay connecting with people and possibly taking opportunities to make videos with these people simply because it would give my channel a leg up or whatever, or for the sake of like community cohesion. And ultimately I'm not comfortable with doing that. I'm not comfortable pretending to get along with or agree with people or be friends with people simply so that there can be some kind of collaboration or like mutual furthering of our channels. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. Now, that said, before anybody makes any speculation, anybody who has been on this channel before, I'm not throwing shade at them at all. The people who have been on my channel are my friends, my true friends. Whether I get to talk to them or see them very often or not, those people are my friends. So do us both a favor. Do not send any tweets or leave any comments speculating about what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about more in general. I don't know. It's a matter of having like creative integrity, I think, right? and personal integrity. But now that we've got the why out of the way, I want to talk to you about the most important part, which is the future, right? So going forward, like I said, I'm just going to make videos that I want to make. And so what that's going to mean is more of the sort of, I don't know, I guess my style when it was at its best was sort of like observational humor, right? Finding the ridiculousness in everyday things, like, or not observational humor, like situational humor, right? Finding like the ridiculousness in getting stuck in a bathroom with a jet of water blasting you in the ass because you can't figure out how to turn it off, right? Or trying to find your way to a curry restaurant that may or may not actually exist, right? Like just the ridiculousness of those everyday things. And of course, there's still going to be things about me talking about teaching in Japan and learning Japanese and stuff like that, because those are integral parts of my life, right? They're really, really important to me, and they're fun to make fun of because sometimes that's the only response you can have if you want to stay sane. But there's also, like, for example, here in less than a month, my buddy Travis is coming back over to Japan from London, and we're going to spend another week on the trail. So I want to show you guys what goes into actually planning a trip like that in a foreign country where you have everything on your back is what you have to live on for a week, right? You get your food, you got your gear and stuff like that. And part of that will be too showing parts of Fukui to you that I have never been to, or that if I have been to them, I haven't really done a good job showing them off. Because that's another thing too, is that I recently like looked on a map and was like, okay, well, how much of Fukui have I actually seen? And it's like 6 places, right? So anyway, I don't want to spend too much time sitting here making promises about the kind of content I'm going to make. I just want to make it and let it speak for itself. I hope you guys enjoy what I have in store for you. Which, that sounds kind of like maniacal, doesn't it? It seems like something a supervillain would say. You'll enjoy what I have in store for you, Batman. But anyway, so I just really want to thank you guys so much for your patience. I know how many times I went on Twitter and was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get a video up soon. And then it never materialized, right? Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for being so supportive of my decision to take a step away. You know, I'm really, really happy to be back. I've been sort of chomping at the bit for just about a week now to really get back in and do it, and talking with some of my favorite video makers about getting back into it and everything. So on that note, guys, stay tuned to post something fun, I hope, for you very soon indeed. And thanks always for watching. Please like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And see you very soon indeed. Cheers. Fukui has never quite felt like that amalgamation of the modern and the antiquated. I suppose that's the price of heavy bombings, a major flood, and an earthquake in 1948 that destroyed